All right, so I've been back for a little bit over a week from the Toyota series. It was what to be expected. There's always going to be one day where the wind's really going to whoop up, and you're going to have to make adjustments. I myself, 7 foot waves, it's not something I look forward to nor enjoy. So I stopped a little short, probably about half a mile away from the launch, and I was able to catch fish all day on day one. Came in with about 13 pounds, just couldn't get anything. And that would put me near 20 pounds, but I still was in good position to make the top 25 and fish on the third day. I thought my bite from the first day would continue, and what I used on that first day um, was this articulated jig head. See here, um, with this turbo crawl from Z-Man. It's the same one. I used it the whole time I was up there, never changed it out. Z-Man, great product. One bait lasts you the whole time as long as you don't break off. Pretty good deal. But what I was doing, I was just reeling it slow on the bottom, and the fish were just grabbing it. But we were also fishing in 35 mile per hour winds. It was sustained, so I think that probably had the bite going. And then the next day, the winds had died down drastically, and I couldn't get touched on it, so I had to make my adjustments, and I picked up the drop shot. Still had 5 fish, and I had my opportunity for a slightly bigger bag, but just couldn't keep them butt next to the boat. And that's just sometimes how it works out. For whatever reason, I couldn't get good hook sets on them. Change hooks out, things like that. Sharpen the hooks. They just didn't stick for me. The day before, everything was sticking. So there you go. Fishing is fishing. Um, Going into the tournament, uh, I saw the fish were up north, or at least the northern end of the lake. There's a lot of fish on beds. I had my game plan pretty set, but I was just worried if I could get to my fish, and that's always the issue at Clearlake. The wind's going to pick up no matter where you launch from. It's just that day you launch, all the wind's going to allow you to get to where you need to go with your fish. Now, some of the anglers were able to push through and fight over the 7 foot waves and get to their spots, and they did very well. Well, like I said, that's just not something I plan to do or like to do, especially in my boat. I don't have a 21 foot boat. Not saying that would have made a difference going over the waves. There are quite a few other anglers with the big boats that had missing equipment when they came back, and some broken gear, but my Triton held up well. Can't complain. It was awesome. It's just, like I said, I'm not just going to fly through the water or try to hit a 7 foot wave at 30 something miles an hour or like the other competitors, 50 plus miles an hour. It's just not something that's fun. But bait that I caught my fish on during the tournament both days, there it is once again, that Oscar Charlie, that orange crusher on the drop shot. Of course, I showed you the day one weapon of choice, which was the articulated jig head with the turbo crawl, and then I had a plan to use Savage gear. Oh my goodness, yes, they came out with the drop shot minnow, brand new, love it. This is my new drop shot bait, and I know you hear everyone talk about, uh, or for bed fishing, I should say, not my drop shot bait, my new bed fishing bait, but a lot of people like to throw um, brightly colored baits onto the beds. It's effective for them, and I hope they continue using that. That way, there's more of these for me. But for me, I wanted to make it look as natural as possible. I want them to strike because not that they're annoyed, but because they want to eat it. Remember, if they eat it, then when you set the hook, it's going to be in their mouth. Vice them being upset and just trying to move it off the bed or agitate it, you can foul hook them, and then you got to release the fish, and it's not going to help you during the tournament. So there's that. Now moving forward, things wrap up here. I got my Wild West Bass Trail tournament uh, pretty much a, a day and a half before I have to head up to the California Delta for the Toyota series. So I said, finishing the season off, got looking to finish in top 5 for Wild West Bass Trail. Currently in the top 10. Just need a good day. Also would like to cash a check. And then with the Toyota series, I'm in 43rd place. Um, winning, you're in. So I need to really do well at California Delta. I have my game plan, what I plan to do already. I'm just going to show up there for pre-fish, just check the water, check if my game plan is going to be good, and then I'll adjust accordingly. At least that's my take on the thing. I fished it enough times. I know what the bite is. There's no secret. They're going to be punching. You're going to be throwing the bladed jig, and some people are going to get them on top water. So there's no secret. You just got to find them, and hopefully you get the right enough bite. So as always, 20 pounds a day, and you're in good shape. Anything less than that, you're going to need some help. So until then, tight lines.